So the Taiwanese people are wonderful. I love the Taiwanese people so much. They are very selfless, and many times I've gotten lost riding my bike around Taiwan with a Chinese map, and I have never heard of this place that we're trying to go. And you just stop and you ask the person on the sidewalk, and like when you ask them for directions, your problem becomes their problem, and they will either take you themselves or they will ask other people. So they're very selfless, and they want to do good, and they want to help you. And as an American, I feel like that was even more, just because we're not like we're just not, they don't see us every day, you know? So I feel like as an American, they were extra nice, but they are definitely a very nice, selfless people to one another also. Most people in Taiwan are Buddhist or Taoist, and Taoism is worshiping your ancestors. So on Mulan, where she holds the incense and she bows down to like those big rock things in her backyard and her ancestors come out, that is Taoism. And lots of people in Taiwan are Taoist, and they have altars in their homes and they worship their ancestors. But yeah, the people are wonderful. They bow. They'll bow to you, and I feel like I've gotten in that habit of bowing to people. We use chopsticks for every meal. Try to finish your food if you can. At Guonian, or at the Chinese New Year, they will feed you until you are about to explode. They will feed you so much food, and it's great for like the first little bit, but then you just can't take it anymore. And so a little trick for being able to handle that situation is just get a little bit of food and eat it really slow and keep your bowl in your hand. And yeah, if you don't want to eat anymore, don't finish your food until you're about to leave, and then finish it, and then you can go. Yeah, so family life in Taiwan, they usually have smaller families, 1 or 2 children, and both the parents usually work. And so the smaller children are usually raised by their grandparents. And then once the kids are like in school, then they have school all day long. We would go out running in the morning, and so we'd be on the elevator going down, and we would be with like all the school kids at 6:30 in the morning, and they're going to school, and they would be at school, and then they go to Bushiban, which is cram school. So they go to school, and then after school they go to more school, and then they come home at about 5 or 6. So yeah, usually both the parents work. The kids are at school. Education is very valued there. They're really smart. There are definitely some hours in the day that feel less productive just because everybody's at work or at school, but they also really value family. And so when you share about family to people, when you talk to them, then they find that very valuable. And most of them worship their ancestors, and so that's a great way to tie in temple work with ancestors, because we don't worship our ancestors, but we still do things that will help them for eternity. I mean, we know that the soul doesn't die, you know? So yeah, connecting the temple with ancestors and family, and that families can be together forever, that's something that's really, really effective in teaching the gospel. And it's really easy to teach about families because everybody has a family, and everybody, or most people, love their family, right? So teaching about families is a really effective way to do missionary work there.